week, bro. I will beat your motherfucking ass, homie.
Ice.
This is a certified hood classic.
Well, hey, howdy. Yeah, you see that. First things first, right? I'm seeing a few people's comments, and those people are saying that Cammie and I are dating. That's false. I live in Virginia. She lives in Indiana. That's just people living in small towns just talking shit. Real talk. Now, who I'm going out with is none of your business. And let me say this about Shane Real Reacts. Basically, you got offended because Johnny Cashville posted a picture of a burnt victim. And of course, you got triggered because Johnny Cashville smacks his wife's ass. First of all, it's none of your business what Johnny Cashville and his wife do. None of your business. And number two, you took a picture of the burnt victim, took offense to it, you got triggered, when really that post was directed to someone else. Try to explain dark humor to you, but of course, you rather take the, I'm triggered route. Yeah, you stood up for me. I understand that. You stood up for me. I know that. I do. And by the way, Creek Squad, I'm just going to say this too. I'm getting the feeling that we're being infiltrated. Now, here's another thing too. Heavy duty country. In one of your live streams, you said that you're not a generalizing guy, but the fact is, you have generalized people. You, sir, are a walking, talking contradiction. You, sir, are a hypocrite. You want to get on Ryan Upchurch's case because he wants to open carry. Legally. You know what you and Black Scout Survival and Zombie Farmer look like when you try to sell your products? Get this knife for $14.99 because the world is coming to an end. Get the fuck out of here. Seriously, get the fuck out of here. That doom and gloom bullshit is bullshit. Get your beanie hat for $5.10. Get out of here. Just stop it. You're the ones making all those Civil War remarks. You ain't going to do shit. If you really are rebellious people, you'd be out in the streets fighting the government. Apparently, you guys need to be reminded of the Battle of Athens, 1946, which happened in Tennessee. Now, you may ask, well, what happened in Athens in 1946? I'll tell you what happened. The people, we the people, were sick of the corruption, voter intimidation, and predatory policing and police brutality, all that kind of stuff. You know what they did? They took matters into their own hands. But of course, I wouldn't say zombie farmer, but heavy duty country would say, well, Red Reaper, he's enticing people. Dude, you're the biggest clown there is. You want to sit there and say, oh, well, what the cops, they didn't do this, they didn't do that. Well, why don't you just take the oath then? Practice what you preach. Real talk. Now, back to you, Johnny Gable. You ain't fighting corruption. You're not. All this proof that you have against Ryan Upchurch, against John Hobrick, against Mike Rowe, and something Endicott, whatever, I don't know. All that proof, but you still haven't provided the goods. Mm. Don't know what else to say, folks. So Shane Real reacts. Maybe you should, I don't know, either one, grow thick skin, or two, just leave the internet. That same goes for you, Johnny Gable. Especially you too, Daniel Bishop. Oh my gosh, he left out an important detail. And you don't even know my story when I was sexually assaulted by a 34-year-old woman when I was 15 years old. And here people are saying, oh, well, Red Reaper, he's a creep. First things first, I'll tell you straight up. If I meet you face to face, I'll tell you, like, I am an introvert. I am a homebody. I rather just keep to myself. I'm shy, reserved, and all that. But what you see online also happens, what's said behind the scenes in real life. Like the people who claim to be fake patriots and all that. And they say, when tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. You know what I say? You know what I say about those people? Dang, that was pretty fun. I've said the same things I've been saying for the past 2 years. The courts is where our rights have been compromised the most. All that voting doesn't work. I mean, look at the 2020 presidential election. The voting system is botched and rigged. And if the sole purpose of protesting is to enact change, why doesn't it work all the fucking time? But nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about that. So, Johnny Gable, you can protest all you want. You can say, I'm fighting the corruption all you want, but you ain't doing shit. You're not accomplishing anything just by spending time in your own house. Not house, apartment, or Section 8 housing or something like that, government housing and all that bullshit. I'm pretty sure there's something against you receiving donations. By the way, I saw your song, listened to your song. It's not that good. Mm-mm. You have to say the word cut, 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 cut so many freaking times. That's not original. And here's another thing too. Somebody commented on Shane Real Reacts about my character Skippy. That person said that I copied what's his face Ed Something's character. Well, if that's the case, and if that's true, then that's copyright infringement. Like I said before, I am man enough to admit that I'm been a hypocrite. I'm man enough to admit that I tend to be snobbish, whatever, whatever, all that kind of stuff. I tend to be arrogant and all that. But hey, it is what it is. Shane Real Reacts, do I believe that you're on drugs? Not my place to say. Personally, I think you just need to grow some thick skin and understand a thing or two about dark humor and stop being so easily offended about everything, especially what a man does by smacking his wife's ass, his girlfriend's ass. Some women like that, dude. Some women like their asses to be smacked by their boyfriends and husbands. They like that. Some of them do. Think about that. Think about that before you get all triggered about the littlest things. The little things. And since when did me owning a gun became a problem to you? And since when did you become an expert on mental health? Since when? That's what I want to know. Since when? Since when did you become the expert on mental health?
I try to ride around town in my hometown, go to the Dairy Queen, take my wife out for lunch. You know what happens? I get called gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Yeah, it's the sugar night, bitch. Yeah, Charles, I'll beat the shit out you.
Those filthy goblets stole the precious.
I'm Heavy Dick Clapper.